Oh, I was just saying how amazing it was that everything was working beautifully this morning, but then I was muted, so you couldn't hear me. That's the way it happens sometimes. Dude, good morning. Dude, we're going to talk about some amazing stuff today here on hashtag Rise and Grind. I hope you're ready. It's going to be incredible. We're going to talk about law of attraction. We're going to talk about ask, believe, receive. We're going to talk about how you can get the things that you want in your life and change some things and all the things. And we're going to do all the things that we talk about the things. And it's going to be awesome. So let's get in here and do the thing. Let's just get to it. Fair enough? Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to 8, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Oh, my goodness. Today is Monday, January 25th. Already. Can you believe it? Today is Monday, January 25th, 2021. Unbelievable. I cannot believe how fast this month and this year is going by. And what's crazy is today is literally the very first and the very last time it will ever be. January 25th, 2021, Monday. Do you get that? This is the first time it has ever been this. What an amazing, exciting event. What an amazing, exciting event. We've never had this day before, and we'll never have this day again. So let's make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. If you don't know me, my name is Glenn Lundy. I'm the host of hashtag Rise and Grind. I'm also the creator of the Rise and Grind group on Facebook, where we have over 30,000 members, and you're going to find nothing but motivation, education, and inspiration. I'm also the creator of the Breakfast with Champions Club over on Clubhouse, where right now I think there's like 300 or 400 of y'all joining together and changing the way that you start your day. So if you're on Clubhouse, make sure you come join us at Breakfast with Champions. It's amazing. And this weekend, man, I had a fun weekend. I went to Tampa, Florida, spent some time down in Tampa. I got to hang out with Adley. That's right. You heard it here first, folks. I got to hang out with Miss Adley and her fiance Blake, which was super cool. I also got to hang out with Akimi, which if you don't know her, she's an absolute beast. But I got to hang out with them down, and that was like a Clubhouse connection. It's crazy. She came on Breakfast with Champions. Next thing you know, we were popping up in each other's Instagram feeds, and all of a sudden, I just get a message. I get a voice memo from Adley, and it's like, hey, Glenn, I saw in your story that you're in Tampa. Let's meet up. It would be awesome to brainstorm. And we did. We met up, and she's amazing. And if you don't know Adley, look her up. She's incredible, right? So I also spent some time with some champions, some real life champions down there in Tampa, Florida. I was with Brad Wise. He's a champion, no doubt, and his entire team. It was really, really, really cool. And while I was down there, man, hanging out with these champions, it reminded me of the champions over at Dan Cummins that I used to work for, Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky, where I used to work for 8 years and was just surrounded by some champions, right? Like, it reminded me of that. It was exciting. It was electric. Like, they're killing it down at Furman Chevrolet in Florida. Going to sell over 600 cars this month in January. It's crazy, right? Doing amazing things. So I spent this time around these champions, and then I started thinking, I was like, holy smokes. Josh Cummins and Dan Cummins, small store in Paris, Kentucky, population 9,600 people. Then we got Brad and his store, used to be a small store just a few years ago. Now they're knocking back big numbers. Then I started thinking about this guy, Alex Flores, who takes this small store over a small dealership over in Texas, and he's blowing it up, right? He's got 2 stores there. They're going to do like 1,100 cars or something between the 2 cars. It's crazy. So then that led me to start thinking about like Elon Musk, right? I'm thinking about like Elon Musk. I'm thinking like, this guy's a champion, man. He's taken Tesla and what he's done in just like 12, 13 years to become the richest man on the planet is unbelievable, right? It's really unbelievable. So then I started thinking about this guy, Grant Cardone. And I'm like, Grant Cardone went from selling CDs out of his trunk to now he's undercover billionaire worth $2.2 billion. And he's got a beautiful family and he's doing amazing things. He's helping millions and millions of people all across the planet, right? So I started thinking about that. And then I started thinking about this guy like Jeff Bezos. I don't know if you've heard of him or not, but he owns this thing called Amazon, right? And this Amazon thing is like literally on my doorstep every single day. And they've made it so easy to buy products and have them delivered right to your doorstep, right? And so thinking about Bezos led me to start thinking about like Muhammad Ali, right? Muhammad Ali, this champion, the greatest boxer of all time, right? Hands down, bar none. Ask anybody, who was the greatest? I'll ask you, who is the greatest boxer of all time? And I guarantee you 99% of you will say Muhammad Ali. So I started thinking about him. Then last night, I watched this dude, Tom Brady, who gets traded at 43 years old to a team he's never played for in a place he's never lived. And he takes this team all the way to a win last night to take them to the Super Bowl. And I'm just like, holy crap, man, that's a champion. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you like Tom Brady. I don't care if you don't like Tom Brady. I don't care about none of that. All I know is the dude's a champ. Like, we have to admit the dude is a champ, right? And so that's literally how my weekend went, just from champion to champion to champion to champion to champion to champion. And here we are this morning, bunch of champions hanging out, right? And I'm thinking, okay, how is it that these champions consistently win? Do you ever ask yourself that question? How is it that champions consistently win? Why is it that the same people on the other side consistently lose? There's a logo right behind my head. I don't even want to show it to y'all right now, but there's a logo right behind my head. For those of you that are watching on Facebook, it's a Raiders logo. We consistently lose. Why? Great players, great talent, all of that. But for some reason, every year we find a way to suck it up right when it counts, right? And I know you know people like that. You know people. There are people in your life. There are people to your left. There are people to your right. You ain't got a point. Don't be pointing them out. Don't be saying, yeah, he's talking about you right now. Like, don't be doing none of that. But there are people in your life that consistently lose. You know who they are, right? They always everything just always goes wrong in their life. And it's crazy, right? The rich get richer. I know you've heard this before. The rich get richer. The poor get poorer. It's a vicious cycle, right? It really is a vicious cycle. I mean, the wealth gap here in America is expanding. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Trillions of dollars are being made in corporate America. I mean, if you just look at the stock market right now, it's crazy, right? Like Netflix stock, boom, through the roof, right? EXP stock was $6 back in February, broke $100 and something on Friday, right? Ridiculous, right? Disney stock is through the roof. Amazon stock through the roof. Clearly, Tesla stock through the roof. All the while, millions of people have lost their jobs in this last year. Millions of people lost their jobs. Hundreds of thousands of businesses were shut down and closed. There are people that have suffered. It's crazy, man. On one side, you got the bazillionaires are making even more. The millionaires are making even more. Even a lot of the 100,000aires are making even more. And then on the other side, the impoverished are struggling more than ever. And this isn't new. You know this isn't new. This has been happening for hundreds of years. Thousands of years, really. It's been happening as long as time. The gap continues to spread. The rich get richer. The poor get poorer. Why? What is the one thing? Literally, what is the one biggest thing that separates the haves from the have-nots? That's what we're going to talk about right here today on Rise and Grind. I'm going to give you that one thing that separates the haves and the have-nots. Before we do, though, you know what we got to do? We got to do a little dancing. That's right. You know, we got to do a little dancing. For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to get that body moving. Get into motion. If you're running right now, run a little harder. If you're lifting right now, lift a little more. Whatever it is you're doing, let's go. Get the body in motion. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up, and I'm going to say what's up back. Maybe you're watching on YouTube, say what's up. Maybe you're listening to the podcast, say what's up. Maybe you're on Clubhouse, send me a DM over there in Instagram and say what's up. And for those of you watching right here on Facebook, like Will Ramsey and Terrell Lake and Krista Bug and Gregai Faye and Kim Fair and Nathaniel Banks and Sean Weatherby and Jamin Newhoff and Jennifer Jaskell, say what's up. Alita Patrick, Pam Woolley, Mike Higdon, Heather Ivey, Wes Storm, Robin Welshans, Travis Flaherty, B.E.C. Baker, and Linda LeBon. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Hey, this is also the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right, I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you. Yes, you, Stu. Yes, you, Robert. Yes, you, Heather Ivey. Yes, you, John, to hit that share button. For those of you that are in Clubhouse, I need you to ping some people into the room. If you have a friend that you know that needs some motivation, some education, or some inspiration, ping them into the room right now. Just hit that little plus sign. We'll continue to blow this up all morning long. Jesse I Can Sparkman and Trevor Bromley, great to see you this morning. Heather Paulding, I'm so glad that you're here. Jeremy Noling, what up? What up? What up? Man, this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Over there on Clubhouse, my man Joshua's in the room. We got Ronnie in the room, which I love. We've got Ollie. We've got, what's that say? Shanika and Evelyn and Jennifer. Janie's in the house, which I love. And Lamont. How you doing? Calvin and Christy and Rod and Julia. All y'all over there on Clubhouse. I'm so glad you're here. Make sure you ping some folks into the room. We're going to continue to crush it here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Listen, you can listen to this show on podcast, YouTube, Clubhouse, Facebook, whatever you want to do. All right? Whatever you want to do. But I want to make sure that you don't ever walk away from this session empty-handed. So if you get a chance, make sure you go to themorning5.com. That's themorning5.com and download your free copy of The Morning 5. 5 simple steps to an extraordinary life. Go download that now. If you don't like to read, you can get the Audible. I just want to make sure you've got it because I truly believe it all starts in the morning by changing the way you start your day. So let's dive in to this week's episode of Hashtag Rise and Grind. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives. He who seeks finds, and to him who knocks, the door will be opened. This comes from a book that you may or may not have heard of called the Bible. The Bible is the number one selling book of all time with 3.6 billion copies distributed around the world. To give you an idea, in comparison, the second best-selling book of all time, it would be the Harry Potter series, coming in at a very, very strong 700 million. So in this book, it says, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find. Now, Rhonda Burns said it this way in a book that she wrote called The Secret. She calls it the law of attraction. That which we think about, we bring about. Science speaks on this exact same thing. Science calls it visualization. The power of visualization has been widely talked about for many years. Visualizing success or attaining the object will help you succeed is something most of us agree with. But for some who accuse visualization as just hype and question the logic behind it, there is now science that backs the fact. There is really scientific basis behind why and how visualization works positively for us. There's also a large religion across the planet called Buddhism, and Buddhism calls it karma. Your results are directly attributed to your beliefs and your actions. You do good things, and good things will come your way. Dude, shape it however you want. I don't care which box you have to put it in order for you to grasp and understand the truth and the reality of the situation. And here's the truth. Like it or not, I love you. You can shape it however you want, right? Take it however you want. But you and I are friends. So as friends, it's important to me that I tell you the truth so that it can help you to get to your next level. So whatever box you want to put it in, everything from your success to your health to your relationships and everything in between, all of it. And I do say all of it, 100% of it, is the direct result of the belief system that you have about yourself and the world around you. Now, right now on Facebook, there's a slide, but I'm going to go right to my face so that you can see this is your friend, Glenn Lundy, telling you how it is this Monday morning. You are the direct result of the belief system you have about yourself and the world around you. There it is. You can boot me, you can block me, you can jump off if you don't like it, you can ignore it, you can say I'm crazy, you can walk away, you can do any of those things, or you can let this sit in because it will completely transform and change your life. Your ticket to living an abundant life literally starts with 3 simple words. Ask, believe, receive. But though simple, I want you to understand something. Though those are three simple words, this is literally a skill that can take decades to learn to control. And regretfully, most people never, ever truly get a hold of it. That's just the facts. But not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about most people, not you. You see, this week we're going to break down the law of attraction. We're going to break it down piece by piece. And I'm going to help you understand how you can use it to generate the things you truly desire in your life. You are in the right place at the right time. You are in the right room. You were literally attracted into this room. It was your decision to show up right here, right now, so you can hear this message. So I know that you are not going to be like the rest. I know that you are going to stand out. I know that you are going to receive and apply, and this is going to be transformative for you. I know that. I know that, and I'm super excited. So listen to me. There's this thing called the law of attraction. It exists out in the world. You can look it up. You can Google it. I'm not making it up. Law of attraction. And here are the primary components when it comes to the law of attraction. Component number one, like attracts like. You'll notice that tall people tend to attract other tall people. You'll notice that many people of similar stature tend to get married. When people get married and whatnot, they tend to marry somebody else of similar stature, similar financial means, similar financial backgrounds, similar belief systems, right? That typically is how people get married. If you go into a restaurant, if you go into any restaurant, you'll notice that most of your servers, it's the craziest thing, dude. Once you start to see it, you see it. Once you start to see it, you can't not see it. But you'll notice that most of your servers look alike. It's the craziest thing, right? And I'm not just talking about one of those places, where you eat bad chicken, right? I'm not talking about one of those places. I'm saying any restaurant. You go to a Cracker Barrel, most of your servers are going to look alike. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how it works, right? If you go into any public place, you'll see this. I'm always watching this. When we used to go to malls all the time, I would walk through the mall and you'd notice that parents walking with their kids, they're all kind of dressed the same. They have the same gait to them. They're very, very similar. And then you'll see groups of friends. You got the frat kids, right? And they're all of them are wearing, the cargo shorts with the collared, short sleeve shirt, button up shirts or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? The preppy kids hanging out with the preppy kids. You see this, you've seen it your entire life. But if you start to really look, you'll notice, man, like attracts like. Like people will attract other like people. So ultimately what this means is that our thoughts attract our results. Our thoughts attract our results. What you think about, what you believe, in turn guides your actions. Your actions then produce your results. Are you following me here? You see, your belief system is going to determine how you get dressed in the morning. Your belief system is going to determine who you reach out to and make contacts with. Your belief system is going to determine who you hang out with, who you spend time with, what you watch on TV, what you don't watch, what you listen to, what you don't listen to. It's all your belief systems. And so you are basically the reaction of all of your thoughts and beliefs. You are the result of your thoughts and beliefs. What you think about, what you believe is going to guide your actions every single day. And those actions then produce your results. If you have a limited or negative thinking, like the words, for example, maybe you've used sometime in the last week. I'm going to give you two words you should never use. I can't. I can't leads to limited or even opposite actions. When you believe that you can't do something, you are always right 100% of the time. When you say I can't, you will always be right. This is step one. This is one of the first keys of law of attraction. You need to know this. All right, I'm going to run through 2 and 3 because we're short on time, but we're going to talk about this all week. So if you're interested in this, make sure you invite friends. Make sure you ping people into the room. If you think this could be beneficial, you can go back and watch the recordings. You can do whatever, right? Understand. Step 1, like attracts like. Number 2, second thing that you need to know and understand. Nature abhors a vacuum. Okay? Here's what I mean by that. There is a law of thermodynamics. What this law states is it is impossible to create a completely empty space. There are always atoms that are bouncing around that will always fill up in any empty space. Okay? This is why a junk drawer always fills back up. This is why. This is why you can clean out your junk drawer, you can clean out your closet, you can clean out all that stuff, and it'll always fill back up. Always. Your junk will always come back. This is also why Marie Kondo was right when she said tidying is life-changing, right? She's made an entire show and a career around going into people's houses and decluttering their house. Well, here's what ends up happening. When you create space, you attract new things. That's what happens. So if you tidy up your house, you clear out all the junk, well, you're going to attract new things that hopefully serve you better than the old things. Well, the same is true in your mind. You see, when it comes to law of attraction, when it comes to changing your limiting beliefs, when it comes to changing your patterns so that you can live an ultimately abundant life, you are going to have to do some decluttering first. You have to remove some things in your mind so you can create space for new belief systems and new ideas. That's why it takes work. That's why it's not just sitting there with your hands together going, okay, bring it to me, universe, all of the things that I want. No, it takes work. It takes grind. It takes action because you have to first remove all of the limited beliefs that have been put in your mind day after day, minute after minute, second after second, for however long you've been on this earth. We got to remove all of that, and then we have to start to replace it with all the new stuff just for you to get a taste of what it's like to be in control of your own destiny. It's powerful. Powerful. Number 3, and lastly for today, this component of the law of attraction is super important. The present is always perfect. Write that down. Drop it in the comments. Put it on a note. Make it into a little meme. Drop it on your Instagram today. Post it on your Facebook. Whatever you want to do. The present is always perfect. There's a parable. The parable of the Chinese farmer. The parable of the Chinese farmer. And here's how it goes. Once there was a Chinese farmer who worked his poor farm together with his son and their horse. When the horse ran off one day, the neighbors came to say, "How unfortunate for you." The farmer replied, "Maybe yes, maybe no." When the horse returned, followed by a herd of wild horses, the neighbors gathered around and exclaimed, "What good luck for you?" The farmer stayed calm and replied, "Maybe yes, maybe no." While trying to tame one of the wild horses, the farmer's son fell and he broke his leg. He had to rest up and couldn't help with the farm chores. "How sad for you," the neighbors cried. "Maybe yes, maybe no," said the farmer. Shortly thereafter, a neighboring army threatened the farmer's village. All the young men in the village were drafted to fight the invaders. Many died. But the farmer's son had been left out of the fighting because of his broken leg, and people said to the farmer, "What a good thing that your son couldn't fight." "Maybe yes, maybe no," was all the farmer said. Whatever situation you're in, whatever this season has brought you, whatever you're going through, whatever struggle, whatever success, whatever win, whatever change, whatever it is that's going on in your life, I want to breathe this into you right now. The present is always perfect. It is all ultimately designed and built for the greater good in you, to grow you, to strengthen you, to make you more powerful. I know this to be true because I know for a fact that you, my friend, are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything, And that God made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. The best version, not an average version or a little bit below average or a little bit above, but the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And as you've joined us this morning with Breakfast with Champions and with Rise and Grind, you're already making decisions that are moving you towards that, which is incredible. I want you to know that you making the decision to show up matters. It matters. It makes an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. You showing up here today has made an impact on me. And I, for one, absolutely love you for it. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. I believe in you. The situation that you are in right now is perfect. The present is always perfect. Continue to believe. Continue to ask. Continue to be willing to receive. Continue to show up, and let's shift your mindset to ultimately one of abundance and grace and forgiveness and prowess, right? And greatness. Because when you rise, we rise. So let's do it together. Listen, if you need more videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. That's right. You can go to glennlundy.com. You can go check out more videos like this. Go out there today. Have an incredible day, an powerful day, an impactful day, all of those things. Go do that and then come back here again tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. because we're going to do it all over again here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Have an incredible day, my friends. Love you.
Shrooms in my dressing room.